The US economy is still creating jobs at a rapid clip, and that means it's almost certain interest rates are going up even faster. Here's North America correspondent Carrington Clark.
It's a classic example of where good news is bad and where bad news is good at this point in the cycle for investors. What they want is a sign that the rapid hiking of interest rates that we've already seen from the US Central Bank, the Federal Reserve, throughout this year, and this is the fastest pace of interest rate hikes that we've seen in decades, is having some sort of measurable impact on the US economy. The central bank is hiking interest rates because they want to take some heat out of this economy in order to get inflation under control, to get these price rises that we've been seeing, which are running at currently 40-year highs, are starting to abate, and that there's some of that pressure is starting to be taken off people's finances every time they go to buy the goods that they need. What today's numbers suggest is that despite this rapid hiking of interest rates, this economy continues to perform strongly. And usually we love hearing that unemployment rate is falling, and at this point in the US it's at 3.5%, an extraordinarily low number. The US economy again put on another more than 250,000 jobs, 263,000 to be more exact, which is a really strong result. It is the slowest growth in about a year and a half, but it's still a very high number if what you're looking for is a measure that the economy is starting to slow and that jobs growth is starting to slow. Now, this is a major issue here in the United States because we are seeing interest rates rise, but that key issue about inflation in the United States is also a major political headache for the United States president. And although Joe Biden likes to talk up how strongly this economy is performing and the fact that he says the unemployment rate being this low is still a very good thing, obviously people would rather be in a job than not, it is hurting him politically. And we did hear today Joe Biden is really on the campaign trail right now. He's not up for re-election himself, but the Democratic Party is in a dogfight at the moment with the Republicans in the all-important midterm elections, where we are seeing about a third of the Senate and the entire lower house of the US Congress up for election, and this will determine whether or not Joe Biden continues to command a majority. But he says, though other people might paint these numbers as being a bad thing, he still thinks it's a sign that the US economy is strong.
The pace of job growth is cooling while still powering our recovery forward. Wage growth for workers remains solid, down from historic high pace months ago, but still growing for workers who deserve a raise. And this is the progress we need to see.
He's describing kind of the Goldilocks solution. What he wants to see and what the Federal Reserve wants to see is just a real slowing, a very gradual slowing of the US economy in terms of jobs growth. They don't want to see a huge spike of unemployment as we go into a recession, but instead this kind of gradual decline. But most investors at this point are betting that the only way to get the inflation problem under control here in the United States is by driving the economy through higher interest rates into a recession. And that's going to mean next year, 2023, is going to be a very difficult year for the US economy and for the people who exist in it.